Hey everybody, Josh Searton of World Alternative Media here. Hope you guys can all hear me at this moment. I am in Fort Myers, Florida. I'm on my way to Miami to do an event there. It's going to be interesting. It's the North American Bitcoin Conference, which I don't know. There's a lot of interesting speakers there. It's been pretty successful in past years, so I'm looking forward to it. And just let me know when you're on. I'm not going to talk to nobody, so make sure to press like and let me know what's going on. And make sure to let me know when you guys are all online and watching, because this app is strange in the sense that it doesn't really tell me anything. Comments don't show up. Be great to know if it was actually showing anybody this. All right, so it's now saying 3 out of 107,000 people are watching. Let me know if you can see anything. I'm not seeing any comments come up at all. Now it says 1 out of 107,000 people are watching. Thanks, YouTube. That's good. Anyway, it doesn't seem to me that it's going to tell me if you guys are watching or not. There's a circle going around the screen as well. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, I'll just fill you guys in. Oh, I see Domino L said all good. I finally got a comment after a couple minutes online. 3 minutes, and we've reached apparently 2 people. That's good. Anyway, so what's happening is I'm going to the North American Bitcoin Conference in Miami. Lots of interesting speakers there. Going to meet up with Paul Poi again from Edge Wallet, which I highly recommend, by the way. I know this is not something I should be complaining about, but it's really hot. I'm like already getting sunburn here on the beach here in Fort Myers, Florida. Here with Kingsley Edwards and Aaron Nakamoto, the crypto couple. We are going to hit up Miami soon, I think in a day or so, and trying to think of who's speaking at this event. I've been going to so many conferences lately. It's like I can't even. There's going to be people like, well, like I said, Paul Poi is speaking there. Jeff Berwick, Jeffrey Tucker. Who else? Quite a few people. I have it mapped out somewhere. I'm pretty sure I just got too. But it's a good problem to have. Hello, Michael Healy. Good to see that someone's seeing this. Let me know if the sound is good, if you can hear me and see me. If it's glitchy or not, I don't know. I'm right by a Wi-Fi thing, and I'm on the beach, so I don't know. I'm trying to think of who else is speaking at this conference, because for some reason it's totally escaping my mind right now as I go live, so that's always good. Um, let's see. So like I mentioned, I want to finally actually get to talk with Jeffrey Tucker a bit more. We've talked a bunch of times, done a ton of interviews. The problem usually is that there's just so many people and he's at every convention, so I'm like, oh, I'll get him next time. And then I say that every time, and then I just don't get him at all. So I'm looking forward to catching up with him. There are a lot of really big innovators that are going to be speaking there, which I'm looking forward to talking to. The innovators are really the ones that are making this all happen, but then the people that are really getting the word out are making a huge difference, getting people to actually look at these innovations. So that's a really big part. It's more difficult at these crypto conferences these days because Well, it's not as many people show up. Everyone is super bullish, obviously, when it's bubbled up to the top, and then super bearish when it's low, and it's a perfect buy, in my opinion. So it's always interesting how that works, but that's always going to be that way. Um, uh, I don't know. Oh, am I back? I think I'm back. All right. So now we got 4 out of 107,000 people. What on earth was that? Big explosion. You guys get that? Okay. Trying to figure. Felt a ground shake there. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna go outside so you guys actually get a connection. So just give me a second. Gotta get my key. Okay. It's an FYI, I am live right now, so it's just a big explosion outside. Trying to figure out what on earth that was, but hey, I think I actually have a connection now, so that's good. It's always interesting when you go live on YouTube and you end up with 11 people out of 107,000 people watching, and oh yeah, that's totally legitimate. I'm sure all of those 107,000 people except for 11 decided I'm not going to watch this. I can understand the vast majority of people not watching it, but 11 out of 107,000, let's do the math there. I don't even know what the percent is on that. That's minuscule to nothing. So that is where we're at right now. But anyway, there's just an explosion. I'm pretty sure it was just someone blowing off a cannon from one of their stupid boats, because there's a lot of really dumb novelty boats going around, and people with drones flying them around, and all this stuff, fireworks, all that kind of stuff. And I don't know. It's like you kind of want to relax on the beach, which you don't get to do very often, and then people are shooting off cannons and blasting their terrible music and putting their drones around your face while you're trying to lay down. It's like, I don't know. It's a strange world. People try to relax and then you go somewhere and someone's bugging you. Anyway, but I'm pretty happy to be here right now because despite the clear sunburn that I have and the fact that I'm sweating my face off in this heat, because obviously I'm not used to it being a Canadian and then suddenly being in like, what is it, like 100 degrees right now? It's hot. But I don't know. It's January. What better time is it to be boiling your face off? We are going to this conference right away. I think 14th we get to Miami or something like that. So tomorrow, I guess. And I'm going to probably be talking with, I want to get at least 6 or 7 interviews done. I used to go into these things like, we'll get 15 interviews, 18, 20 interviews. And then what happened was every single time I'd forced myself to do interviews that weren't necessarily as interesting, and it wasn't beneficial to me or the audience or anyone. So I want to make sure that we're getting the best interviews out of this. A lot of great projects. I've been getting tons of emails lately. Talk about my project, talk about my project. I ignore most of those because I get so many of them. And I want to talk about a good project. I want to talk about something that is worth talking about. Anyway, it's Michael Healy says, by the way, your quality was better outside. Yeah, but it seems to actually be streaming inside. Outside, it was just lagging and the circle was going around the screen. It kept cutting out. So I don't know what to say. Mohammed El Maroki says, hi from Paris. Hello, you probably heard a big bang the other day. That's what I thought for a second there. I'm like, a giant gas explosion in Paris the other day, which our friend Luke Rudowski was reporting on at the time. And then I just heard this huge explosion. It just made me think at that moment, like, man, what is this, like a gas explosion or something? I don't know. You never know. It was kind of crazy, but I don't hear any sirens or anything like that. I'm sure it's nothing. But yeah, anyway, yeah, it was lagging outside and it wouldn't let me talk. And there's people bugging me and stuff, walking around me and looking at and staring at me, which is never comfortable, no matter how long you've been doing this. But anyway, and besides, it's insanely hot. So I was trying to think before who I'm going to be talking with there. It's going to be like Jeffrey Tucker, Jeff Berwick. I think there's going to be who else? Paul Poi. I'm just gonna pull this up on my laptop since I have it here because this is ridiculous. I can't remember anyone who's speaking at this event. Hello from West Virginia. Hello, John. Um, I was just telling someone about it yesterday who's going to be speaking there, and there's quite a few people. Apparently, someone from Decred is going to be there. I don't know a lot about Decred, so I'm not sure what to do with that. Love all the videos you do. But from John Mara, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it very much. I'm looking at the North American Bitcoin Conference here. If it loads, resort internet is never good. Let's see, North American Bitcoin. Oh, here we go. So speakers. Let's see. All right. Okay. So there's a lot of people that I'm not sure who they are, so I'm gonna skip over most of these people. Oh yeah, Ben Swan's there, and I want to talk to him about Isagoria, the new social media. There is Lynn Albrecht. That's right. So Lynn was a big one because she's someone I hugely admire, and her son Ross Albrecht was unjustly imprisoned for a vast amount of time. Absolutely disgusting. Um, as you know, the Silk Road was a big issue many years ago. There's a Netflix documentary on it, probably a smear case. I've avoided Netflix documentaries on pretty much every subject. Let's see. Lots of Jacob Farber, Maya Vojinovic, a few Russians apparently. Andrew Filipowski from Flurry. Yeah, oh, Nick Spanos, he's a pretty big name. Um, I've seen John Harris before from Smart Track. I'm not sure where. Hartej Sani from Hosho. I've seen him at HoshoCon, obviously. Hosho's not around anymore, though. I think they went out of business. Oh, right. Dr. Patrick Byrne, the CEO of Overstock.com, is going to be there. And that's obviously a big website, and they are accepting cryptocurrencies in the United States anyway. I've had a problem with that in Canada, but nonetheless, that's a big one. Charlie Shrem is going to be there, which we've interviewed Charlie Shrem not that long ago. Jeff Berwick, as like I mentioned before, Jeffrey Tucker, um, yeah, Jason King, that's a big one. Oh, Rainy Steps sent $2.79. Hello from Ontario. Hello, I'm happily down south right now. uh, as many of you might know, I am from Winnipeg. By the way, I really appreciate the super chat. Really appreciate it. It definitely makes a difference here. Every cent does. And I am from Winnipeg, and right now, I mean, it's actually not that bad. Like last time I checked, it was like -6 Celsius or something like that in Winnipeg, and that's not too bad. That's actually really good for this time of year. I mean, we're used to -40 and stuff, but all the same, like this is ridiculous right now. Like, just it's so nice outside. It's like uh, palm trees and sun, and I just don't know why I spent so long in the cold in the winter. It's just so brutal. Man, I'm really sunburned here. I'm looking at myself in this camera and it doesn't look too good. Anyway, hopefully my skin hasn't fallen off entirely by the time I do all these interviews. That's happened before. Happened in San Diego last year. It's brutal. I had to go like 2 weeks without actually doing a video. Luckily, I did so many of them all at one time at Libertopia that I had stuff to post for a while. But Carlos Domingo. Yeah, there's a lot of people. I mean, they've had a lot of really big past speakers as well. I just spoke with Max Kaiser the other day. He said he won't be at this event. He's going to be at this event in Las Vegas when I get back to Las Vegas. I think he'll be speaking there on the 24th. I can't even remember. Um, I can't remember what that event's even called. It's like I said, so many conferences lately, I can't even keep track of them. It's impossible. Michael says he is in San Diego. I love San Diego. And you know the thing is, California's a paradise. It's just too bad there's so many terrible, terrible people. That's one of the biggest issues: is government, and the people who love government, and that's not fun at all. But San Diego is a bit different in that sense, just like Orange County and stuff. It's a different kind of atmosphere than the yuppie SJW culture of parts of LA and stuff like that, Hollywood, Santa Monica, Malibu. But all the same, it's a shame because it's such a nice place. And driving through recently, we went through Paso Robles, California, and it was a beautiful countryside. Went up to G. Edward Griffin's house there. Interesting drive, kind of scary to be honest, going up the steep hills that are made of mud to get to his place around cliffs and stuff. But beautiful view. You can see the ocean from there. And San Diego, I was there last year, had an amazing time, burnt my face off, but really enjoyed like Balboa Park there. Beautiful, beautiful place. All fake, all like chicken wire buildings, but they look awesome. They look like almost like you're walking around in Rome. And anyway, oh, Michael says, been watching you for years, man. Can't wait to meet you in Acapulco. I look forward to it as well. Can't wait for Acapulco. Every year, I just anticipate it. It's one of the best places. And oh, he'll be with Bob Stanley from Frios. Oh yeah, I know Bob very well. It's going to be an interesting event this year because I have no idea how it's all going to work out. There's so many people. There's so many speakers. There's multiple stages. There's like it's just getting nuts. And you have Ron Paul and Judge Napolitano and all those people. It's going to be crazy. I don't know. So I'm looking forward to meeting all of you at Acapulco if you're going. But yeah, what I was saying was San Diego is a beautiful place, and it's a shame. You go up to LA, and there's really beautiful parts of LA, and it's like I said, it's a paradise. But then, just the people you have to deal with, and the stupid plastic straws, which it's spreading everywhere. People are exiting California en masse. It's interesting to hear that you just moved from Vegas, Michael, to go to San Diego because everyone's moving from California to Nevada right now, and it's getting ridiculous. Like people in Nevada hate it. And the same with Arizona. They're like, I rent a car or something and has a California license plate, and everyone just gives me dirty looks everywhere I go. And I don't really blame them because I can imagine, they have a certain kind of culture there, very Americana type. People walk around open carrying and everything, and then all these Californians come in to lecture them on how terrible they are, and it's like, oh God. It's just so so annoying. But with that said, yeah, there's a huge exodus from California, as we've been reporting, from New Jersey, as we've been reporting, New Jersey to Florida, California to Nevada and Arizona. It's a huge issue, and they're kind of just liberalizing all the states. And the problem is, like, I'm against all forms of statism. I don't like government. I'm all for voluntary interactions. I'm not going to ignore the fact that obviously there are issues with this movement of people from California to Nevada and Arizona, but what do you do about that? Well, you get the upper hand. You teach, you educate, you change things around you. You change your own environment, you make your life better, and you do things yourself, and don't expect the government to go fix the problems that the government created in the first place. It never works out. It always ends in further slavery and control because the government doesn't do anything that they don't personally benefit from. By the way, press like on this video because, again, we have 19 people watching out of 107,000 people and 4 likes on this video. So there's a little bit of a problem with that. It's amazing that YouTube thinks that I'm not going to realize, like, oh, 18 or 19 people watching out of 107,000, that seems legit. Yeah, I'm sure there's nothing up with that. Anyway, I'm going to go back outside into the nice weather and everything. My lady is in this room right now wanting to do vlogs for her YouTube channel. What's the name of your YouTube channel again?
Probably just
Stevie Lee. I will link you guys later on and get you guys to go and follow her because she needs the followers, and she's just starting, and it sucks just starting a YouTube channel. So big thumbs up for that to all 17 of you that are definitely going to go and subscribe to her. It's
help.
yeah, oh my God. It's so crazy. that YouTube is getting away with this. It's like it's beyond just comical at this point. It's like 18 out of 107,000. Anyway, I got 18 people watching live on my videos when I had 200 subscribers. So that's a little bit of an update on what's happening there. And anyway, I'm going to get back to you guys soon. I'm going to be heading over to Miami and then back to Vegas and then Acapulco after that. And what after that? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, I have to go to Canada for something in March and stuff like that. Oh, and it looks like I am going to be going to Turkey in the summer to report on Göbekli Tepe. So I'm looking forward to that. Lots of stuff on ancient civilization coming to you. Lots on economics, freedom, voluntarism, all of that stuff, health and wellness, and you name it. I'm going to be working on it. I look like crap right now, and that's because I'm taking like a day or two off from constantly pumping out videos, which you might have noticed this is the second video up today on Wham. But all the same, I'm trying to relax. As you can see, I got the little bracelet thing on, the slave bracelet, the mark of the beast, the purple mark of the beast. Anyway, so I'll talk to you all later, and just make sure to keep checking in. I noticed that if I go a day or two without posting videos, people just forget that I exist, and YouTube doesn't notify anybody, even those that are choosing to notify themselves. So I'll do my best to keep you updated and get some videos done. I'm going to be doing something on Mimble Wimble, whatever the hell that is, with Kingsley Edwards soon, which I'm looking forward to. Kingsley Edwards is of Block 16, so I'll get back to you then. I'm like heat stroking out, so I'm not getting my thoughts out the proper way I'd like to, so if I even have a vocabulary at all. So again, until next time.